these are so horrible. Rape is nothing more or less than a conscious process of imitation by which all men keep all women in a state of fear.
I want to see a man beat into a bloody pulp with a high heel in his mouth, like an apple in the mouth of a pig. Just watch cock and ball torture videos, bro. It's all there.
The more
I swear
the,
to fucking God.
the more famous and powerful I get,
Like,
the more power I have to hurt men.
These quotes aren't feminist quotes. These quotes are sexist quotes. These quotes are just focused on women becoming more like the fucking higher gender, like the one that's higher up on the social scale,
Which is
even though
sexist.
it's not really true anymore that men are higher up on the
The more
social scale.
famous and powerful I get, the more power I have to hurt men. Politically, I call it rape whenever a woman has sex and feels violated.
Like, what the fuck are these people thinking?
Oh my god, I completely forgot about this. The proportion of men must be reduced and maintained at approximately 10% of the human race.
Dude, that's what Hitler wanted to do with the Slavic people and Jews.
And if the professional rapist is to be separated from the average dominant heterosexual male, it may be mainly a quantitative difference.
Like, I'm just gonna say this once and once only. All these quotes are retarded. Why? What is the
Oh
point?
my god, I
They're
forgot
saying,
about
oh,
this
you
one
want women
too.
to rule.
If
Shut the
Look at
fuck
this one.
up.
The one about
Get
maintaining
back
a
in the
man is the
kitchen.
worst. If anyone is prosecuted for filling a false report, then victims of real attacks will be less likely to report them. So they
So,
gotta prosecute the guy no matter what, if she's right or wrong.
I mean, most of the time, if a
What
woman
the
is
fuck?
like, this
Men
guy raped me, it doesn't matter if the guy gets arrested or not. Their life is ruined either way. They're
men
the one with the rape allegation.
men who are unjustly accused of rape can sometimes gain from the experience.
What?
The only time it is likely sometimes they can, like, if they have a huge backing behind them, a huge backing, everybody defending them, and then they can gain
Yeah,
the experience.
but
But
that's an incredibly rare
at first,
scenario.
before they're unjustly accused, before there's not evidence, and he's uh like
Like,
after he's not
there is
prosecuted,
not really.
if he gets innocent, but at first, no matter what, if they're right or wrong, he'll most likely lose his job, and a bunch of people will
It's
stay away
bullshit.
from him.
Innocent until proven guilty.
And
Not guilty until proven innocent.
yeah, and
That
they're
is
not
something that ruins
the only
anyone's life.
yeah,
Doesn't
and
matter
they're
what
only
the
gonna
allegation is.
mostly gonna gain is nothing most of the times.
Yeah, like, that is such a stupid thing to say when the majority of the time it only worsens their life. Not many people are gaining from that. If they are, it's a small gain, not one that's worth it in the long run. Like, these quotes are based off of nothing. They're just based off of hatred toward men and false claims that women are still oppressed when they aren't. Like, okay, at least in the United States, if you want to make a claim like, oh, in the Middle East they are, or in Asia they are, or in Africa they are, I'll agree with you. That's true. Feminist movements in there at least have a basis and reasoning.
As long as
Feminist movements in
I
the
know
Americas,
getting accused of rape will ruin most men's life. When you look up their name, the first thing that popped up would be most likely accused of rape. Look at this one. As long as some men use physical force to subjugate females, all men need not. The knowledge that some men do do threaten all women. He can beat or kill the women he claims to love. He can rape women. He can sexually molest his daughters. The vast majority of the men in the world do one or more of the
that is a
above.
very, very bold claim to make, and I doubt it.
Maybe like the
Like,
majority of the men in Muslim
not in the
countries.
Muslim world. The Muslim world is like, they don't abuse women, they just put women under them.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh, The thing
It's just
is,
like that. They're exaggerating everything, and I get why. Cause they're like
saying, but
the
you can say
Nazis
that you can
exaggerated
literally
everything down
in
to
anything they say.
more.
And anything they say is like, as long as some men use physical force, you can literally just do the same thing. As long as some women use physical force to subjugate males, all women need not the knowledge that some women do right in all men. She
I
can
mean, like,
beat or kill the man
if I'm being
she
real
claims
here,
to love.
most women have it better off in general.
Yeah, more people.
They're gonna be complaining if they're American, mind you. That is
It's
just
an American.
point.
It's mostly in other countries. In other
In
countries,
other
it's
countries,
facts
yes,
that women are, but in America, it's
but
secret life.
they need to stop taking it for
But
granted
statements like
and
this,
act like, oh, we're still oppressed when they aren't.
the
It's so stupid.
this is definitely the worst. The proportion of men must be reduced and maintained at approximately
That
10%.
is literally something Nazis would say, except not men. It would be the
95% of women experience are about being a victim. Maybe they think they're being a victim.
like,
Ugh. Women
this
can
entire fucking
wait,
thing is
wait, wait,
stupid.
listen. 95% of women's experience are about being a victim or about being an underdog or having to survive. Women didn't go to Vietnam and blow things up. They are not Rambo. Yeah, they're not Rambo. Rambo's a man.
Who said they're Rambo? Who said they went to Vietnam and things up?
I don't know,
Like what?
is them not going to Vietnam making them a victim? I don't really get this one.
I mean, like
She's not a, she's a,
95% again.
she's a
That is
vic,
still a bold claim, and I bet most of these are outdated claims too, because
and
this was made in what? This was made 6 years ago.
and this was ma- and even in the whole world, it's not 95% of women. In
And
America, it's
once again,
dramatically less.
all of these claims are based around nothing and are incredibly outdated.
Politically, when I call it rape whenever a woman has sex and feels violent, she can't say, yes, baby, fuck me in my vagina. And then the next day, I kind of felt violated when you touched my
Like
hair.
what?
Right.
Okay, like if you don't like what the guy is doing, you could just say stop. And if they're not stopping, all right, now you have a sort of claim, but you still gave them consent. It's not like you were like no to the entire thing. You still gave the okay. You were
And
like,
you,
oh,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
let's
There's like this
fuck
argument.
me, yeah.
There's this argument like when you have sex, you gotta ask whatever you're gonna do. Like, come on, like there's a few exceptions I'd give. Like if she says yes, if I wouldn't randomly stick my dick in her asshole if I was having sex with a girl. Like if when I was older, that's kind of really rude, and I probably would call that rape. But like touching their hair without their permission, that's a different thing. You know what I mean?
It's just like they'll exaggerate to ruin a guy's life, something up, and it's stupid. They take it granted,
Look at
and
it.
that's why
I feel
American feminists
women
are
women are victims. I feel that man hating is an honorable and viable political act. That the oppressed have a right class to hatred against that the class that is oppressing them. We're not even oppressing females. I like how like the
well,
picture in the beginning is just a girl murdering a
women
guy.
have their faults. Men only have two. Men only have two faults. What is this supposed to mean? I don't understand the feminist language.
Them doing
Everything they say, everything they do,
all a man helping a woman. Bad.
everything
No,
a man does is a fault.
uh
Oh yeah, totally. Like what? What is this? What are
okay.
women's faults then? You can't just say that men have faults, but